God says, I have watched long enough from the secret place. I have held my hand still, not out of negligence, but out of divine restraint, waiting for the appointed time. And that time is now. The veil is thinning, and what was once hidden must now be brought into the light. I am not a God who delights in exposure for its own sake. No, my justice is not born from rage, but from love so deep, so holy, it refuses to allow my beloved to be bound by unseen chains a moment longer. You, my child, yes, you, are my chosen vessel. And though the storm around you has swirled with voices of confusion, doubt, and betrayal, I speak now to silence every other sound. I alone am the voice that created light out of chaos, and today I create clarity where there has been fogged truth, where there's been manipulation and restoration, where there has been theft. What has been signed in darkness will be unscripted. By my hand, what has been whispered in malice will be shouted back in righteousness. For I am the God who turns over every table built on lies. I am the one who calls out falsehood even when it hides behind familiar faces. I do not care for appearances, I care for truth. I care for your destiny. I care for your heart that has been worn thin from battles you fought while smiling. I care for the nights. You lay awake not knowing why your spirit was restless, while the world around you pretended. Peace, Archangel Michael now stands guard at the doorway of your destiny. He is not passive. He is not indifferent. He is active in war, drawn to the scent of injustice, and his sword has already struck the cords of deceit tied. Against your name, Michael speaks. This is not only a warning, this is a call, a heavenly summons. To stand not in fear, but in alignment with the truth. To step forward no longer bound by the silence others tried to wrap around your voice like chains. What has been done cannot continue. God will not allow it. God continues. You have trusted so well even in the face of inconsistency. You have believed the best even when the fruit showed. Otherwise, but I am calling you now to discernment. Not suspicion, not paranoia, but wisdom soaked in truth. The kind of wisdom that comes from my spirit, which leads not into fear but into light. You must know this. My anger is not a weapon. My wrath is not reckless. It is precise. It is targeted. It is righteous. And I am not angry to destroy, but to protect what I have sown into your life with divine intention. I said before, and I say again, I am very angry at your daughter, not because I do not love her. I do. I loved her before she was born. I wept when she first took breath, but her decisions, my child, have aligned with something dark. Not accidentally, not fully ignorantly. She knew what you stood for. She knew who I was in you. And still, she partnered with what opposes my will for your house. This is not easy, I know it cuts deep, but the blade of truth, though it pierces, also heals. It removes the infection so that what is pure may rise again. Your home is sacred. Your bloodline is marked. Your future is protected by the covenant I made with you, not by the opinions of those who dine at your table, but plan around your downfall in secret. She has not been entirely overtaken. There is still light in her. But she has entertained the counsel of the serpent, and if you do not confront it, now it will bear fruit that poisons the entire vine. I will not let that happen. But you must agree with me. You must speak when I say speak. You must act when I prompt you. Do not let tears keep you from truth. Do not let love make you blind. Heaven has convened. Your name was mentioned in the high courts, and the verdict was not one of punishment. It was one of protection. You, my child, have been found faithful. Your intercession has been heard. Your fasting was not forgotten. The loneliness you endured in silence, I saw it. And now I respond not with delay, but with divine acceleration. I am shifting things around you. Sudden clarity will come hidden. Documents will be revealed. Private conversations will find their way to your ears. The masks will fall. And those who thought they could play God with your future will learn that I alone hold the pen and now. Listen closely, for I do not only bring warning, I bring promise, I bring hope. I bring a surprise prepared in the treasury of heaven with your name engraved in gold. You were betrayed. Yes, but I will bless you in the exact place where that betrayal occurred. You were forgotten. Yes, but I will make you unforgettable in the eyes of those who counted you out. You were slandered, yes. But I will vindicate you in the open, and the truth will dance on the ashes of lies. Do not fear, do not tremble. The Lion of Judah has risen and roared on your behalf. And when I roar, mountains move devils, flee, and truth makes a straight path through the thorns of deception. Archangel Michael says, you are not to carry this alone. Look to the sky. Help is coming. Look to your spirit. Strength is being restored. Look to your future. It is not broken. It is being rewritten with fire and glory. Do not run. Do not hide. Do not delay. This message is your mantle. It is your sword, your shield, your confirmation. What was meant for your harm is now under divine judgment. What was arranged to keep you in the shadows is now shattered under the weight of. My light, you are not forgotten. You are not forsaken. You are not alone. I am with you. I have always been, God says. You have been wandering through a season that felt like a wilderness, and though others could not see your hunger, I did, though they thought you were fine. I saw the ache behind your eyes, the tremble in your prayers, the exhaustion in your silence. I watched you pour out when no one poured back in. I saw you give even when you were running empty. And I have counted every moment. Not one has been wasted. Not one has been in vain. I have kept record of your tears as one stores treasure in a vault. Every sigh, every whispered hope, every night you stared at the ceiling asking, Lord, when will this shift? I heard it, I received it. And I have answered, but to walk into what I have prepared, you must now walk out of what I never ordained. That includes the soul ties of false loyalty. That includes the attachments to people who honored you in public but dishonored you in private. That includes your daughter. Yes, your daughter, not in rejection, but in recognition. Recognition that her choices cannot dictate the flow of blessing I have reserved for your life. You can love her, intercede for her, and still establish boundaries that preserve what is sacred. For what is sacred must not be shared with what is unclean. You are at a threshold now, the divine tipping point. The door behind you is closing not in cruelty but in mercy. Because if I allowed you to drag the weight of betrayal into the next season, it would delay, distort, and even dismantle what I am building for you. Heaven is aligning, winds are shifting, angels are moving. Archangel Michael says, this is not a drill. This is divine intervention. What was meant to destroy your lineage is being interrupted by the Most High. And not only that, but a reversal is being issued from heaven. As courts, those who dug a ditch for your name will fall into themselves unless they repent. Those who mocked your process will witness your elevation. Those who made agreements behind your back will now watch God restore your front, your future, your face, lifted in glory. The Father continues, yes, you were betrayed, but now you are being crowned. Yes, you were lied to. But now I am revealing the whole truth. Yes, you were left in the cold. But now I am clothing you with fire. Yes, you felt forgotten, but I have carved you in the palm of my hand. I know your name. I know your heart. I know your limits. I also know your destiny because I wrote it myself. You, my child, have not come this far to die in disappointment. No, you are standing on the edge of something divine. The ground beneath your feet is holy now. And where others saw loss, I see launching. Where others see shame, I see sacred preparation. Where others tried to bury you, I see a seed ready to bloom in full resurrection power. Now hear me clearly. A divine surprise is on the way, not one born of fantasy, but a fulfilled prophecy. It will come when you least expect it. It will arrive when your hands are lifted in surrender. It will not be small. It will not be partial. It will be the kind of blessing that causes those who doubted you to weep, not in envy but in awe. And you will know it is from me because it will carry my signature not forged in ink, but burned in fire, marked by peace and wrapped in heavenly timing. This is the conclusion of the matter. You are not cursed. You are chosen. You are not forgotten. You are favored. You are not weak. You are warrior-blooded, spirit-filled, fire-tested, God says. This chapter ends with me not them, my hand not theirs, my truth not their deception, my glory not their manipulation. The pain you felt, I will redeem it. The trust you gave, I will restore it. The time you lost, I will return it multiplied, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. So now you must decide, will you trust me completely? Will you walk in this truth even if it costs you comfort? Will you let me finish what I started in you without interference from what I'm calling you out of? If your answer is yes, then prepare yourself. Because the next thing that enters your life will not be counterfeit. It will not be betrayal wrapped in beauty. It will not be delayed disguised as opportunity. It will be heaven sent. It will be right. It will be yours. Final word from heaven. This is your moment. This is your confirmation. This is your divine message. Let it settle in your bones. Let it stir your spirit. Let it awaken the lion inside of you. And remember always, when God speaks, no lie can stand. When heaven moves, no plan of man can prevail. When the Lord rises, all enemies scatter. If this message spoke to your soul, like this message to seal your agreement in the Spirit, subscribe to receive future messages from the throne room. Share this word with someone who needs a divine awakening. You are not alone. You are not forsaken. You are not done. Heaven is watching. The angels are moving, and the Lord your God is just getting started. Get ready, the divine surprise is coming. God bless you, warrior of the Most High.